Hi everyone, I hope you've had a good half term. I just wanted to do a quick update for you about COVID because I know you will be aware that we've had a positive case in school, and obviously you will also have heard the announcement from Boris Johnson on Saturday evening. So there are a few changes that we're making, and obviously a few changes that will happen nationally this week. So I'll just give you a quick update so that everybody knows what's going on. Obviously, if you've got any questions, you can call the school, you can send a message in the app, you can call the school mobile. So please get in touch if you need to. Thanks. The biggest change for us in school is going to be that we're going to ask all of the adults when you're coming onto the playground to wear a mask or a visor, if you can. If you're exempt from wearing them, then obviously we will not force you. But if you are able to wear a mask, we're going to ask that you please do that for drop-off and collection. This is just to make sure that we are taking every precaution. And obviously, sometimes social distancing is not adhered to in the playground. So it's just to make sure that we are being protected. So you'll notice that the staff will have masks or visors on in the morning on the playground, and we ask that the adults do too. The children do not need to. The guidelines are still very clear about children under 11, but if all of the adults can, it will just help us to make sure we're doing everything we can to keep safe. So the next thing is just about ventilation. I know it's starting to get a little bit chilly, and we are going to need to keep windows open because of COVID. So if you can make sure the children have got a t-shirt or vest underneath their uniform. I don't want children wearing coats in the classroom. So if we can get clothes underneath their jumper, then that's great. If we do find it's too cold, then we'll make sure that children can wear a navy blue hoodie or jumper on top of their school uniform. And just a reminder about bubbles. Children are in bubbles in school. This is so that if there is a positive case, then only a certain group of children have to be off rather than the whole school. So if you could really try and make sure that on the playground you are staying, away from other groups of parents and children in other classes, just to help us to protect the bubbles, that would be really helpful. I understand it will be worrying for you as we go into another lockdown, but I just want to reassure you that school are doing everything that we can and following all of the guidelines around hand hygiene and respiratory hygiene and the ventilation of the rooms and the separate bubbles. So hopefully we'll be able to keep the cases as low as possible. We will get some cases. It's inevitable that there will be some cases in school just because of the numbers of people that are in school. But hopefully, we can keep this to a minimum if we all work together with these guidelines. So here are the new rules from Thursday. So pubs and restaurants closed, but takeaways are allowed. We've got non-essential shops and leisure and entertainment venues all closed. We've got no household mixing indoors or in private gardens unless you're in a support bubble. So the support bubble is about either being a single person on your own or a single parent who needs the family support. But you can check out those details on gov.uk. Otherwise, people shouldn't be mixing in households. So really, we shouldn't have other people picking up children from school. It should just be your single household. You're to stay home the majority of the time and only leave for specific reasons, including coming to school and going to work if your job is a job that you can't do from home. Obviously, schools and universities, colleges are all staying open because the spread with young children is small. And the last one is about exercise. So you can do some outdoor exercise and you can do that with one other person from another household. So the restrictions are quite tight again. And I know that's going to be a challenge for us all. But I think if we all pull together, then hopefully we can make sure that it is just a 4-week lockdown and that we make sure that we can enjoy Christmas. I'm sure you'll have seen all the brilliant work that Marcus Rashford has been doing over the last week about free school meals. I just want you to know, if you are struggling in any way, if you've gone back onto furlough, if you've lost employment, please make sure you talk to me, because there are ways that we can get you access to food provisions. So please don't go hungry. Please let me know if you need anything. And this last slide I will post up as a standalone picture as well, because it's just all the numbers for places that you might want to get help from if you're struggling. We know that lockdown can be really challenging for mental health, and if there's any help you need, obviously you can talk to school, but if you want to talk to any professionals, then there are some great numbers there for people and organisations that can help.